I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Attention, Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join up and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard. Guard the good life.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins'. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
This is a presentation of high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket.
He'll call a screen left by Lindquist. Now picks up his dribble, passes it right side. Dak with it. Dak top of the key. Now Carter Mick. Guarded closely by Mari Shoemaker. Pulls up a long three. Got it!
High school basketball on The Ticket is brought to you by Union Bank and Trust, Sunbelt Rentals, Doane University, Hamilton Telecommunications, the NDOT Highway Safety Office, Play It Again Sports, the Nebraska Army National Guard, and Jimmy John's.
Back to Ngoyi, 2:21 to play. First quarter, 10-7, Lincoln Southeast with the lead and the basketball. Three ball on the way, and it's good by Mari Schumacher. Right side in the lane, off the glass, too strong. The tip try, it's in. There's the horn. George Siebel wins it at the buzzer.
Now, calling all the action, here is Nick Sainert.
Welcome into Lincoln Southwest High School. It's the Nest here as the site for an exciting Saturday evening matchup between a rematch of the first round of the 2025 Boys State Tournament from PBA. It is the Omaha Westside Warriors going up against the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. Good evening from Lincoln Southwest High School. Nick Sainert with you. Nick Wyman back in our 93.7 The Ticket Studios, 1040 O Street in downtown Lincoln, pushing all the buttons and making sure we stay connected. Appreciate Nick for his hard work on a Saturday night. Good evening once again from Lincoln Southwest High School, as it's a good one on tap. The undefeated 9-0 coming off an emotional victory against Lincoln Southeast last night. It is the undefeated 9-0 Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks doing battle up against the 10-2 on the season Omaha Westside Warriors. Should be a really fun one here tonight. Let's go ahead and kind of tell you a little bit about it, as we have a packed house for the most part here at Lincoln Southwest High School. Omaha Westside fans occupy the far side, really the only section with some seating room availability. And as it's filling up, as I continue to talk about it, is the Omaha Westside students. Might not have made the trip from the metro here to the capital city, as we continue to hope that this is another fascinating basketball game. If you were paid attention to the Husker game this morning, we hope to continue the same type of competition here tonight. But once again, Lincoln Southwest versus Omaha Westside. Before we get too far into it, I want to thank all of our sponsors: Union Bank and Trust, Sunbelt Rentals, Hamilton Telecommunications, Doane University, the NDOT Highway Safety Office, Play It Again Sports, Jimmy John's, and last but certainly not least, the Nebraska Army National Guard. For Lincoln Southwest, it's a little bit of a revenge game. It's the first time that they have seen the Warriors of Westside High School since that March afternoon and evening at Pinnacle Bank Arena, where they were unable to advance to the second round of the state tournament, losing in embarrassing fashion, 87-49 to the Westside Warriors. Westside would inevitably go on and win in the semifinal matchup and then lose in the state championship game against Papillion La Vista South by 3 points. And so head coach Jim Simons trying to get back to the state tournament. Yet again, for Alex Ball on that Lincoln Southwest sideline, they were able to make a little bit of history last year. Prior to the appearance at PBA last March, they had not been to the state tournament since 2009. Just those two lone appearances for this Lincoln Southwest program in school history. And they are on the right trajectory to making it back to Pinnacle Bank Arena, as they've started 9-0 here in the 25-26 campaign. We talked about it, how they come in off of an emotional win last night, in a 76-69 victory on the road at Lincoln Southeast High School. It was actually a game where ticket takers at the front doors of Lincoln Southeast High School had to turn folks away. They were not letting any more people. The fire marshal, I'm sure, was very aware of just how many people were in that gymnasium last night at Lincoln Southeast High School for a very, very intense and competitive Capital City clash between Lincoln Southwest and Lincoln Southeast. Southwest able to jump on top of the Knights early in that one. They led by close to double digits as they started the second quarter of play. Lincoln Southeast stayed close enough and actually outscored Southwest by a few points in that final quarter of play, but it was not enough. Lincoln Southwest went on the road, stayed perfect and undefeated, 9-0 on their 9th win of the season, winning 76-69. A couple of names that you're going to hear a plethora of times here this evening as we bring action between Westside and Lincoln Southwest to you. And for Lincoln Southwest, they had 5 guys in double figures last night. Those 5 were as followed. Isaiah Sanders led the way, 18 points on 50% from the field. Micaiah Sanders, 15 points. You had Dakari Wilson, also 15 points. Hudson Metzger, who is a sniper from beyond the three-point line, hit 4 of his 6 three-point attempts last night. He added 12 points for the Silverhawks, and Kobe Kerr added 10 as well. Those were your 5 Silverhawks in double figures, and then Creighton Meyer and Crockett also added a couple of points apiece there as well for Lincoln Southwest. For the Omaha Westside Warriors, I mentioned it, they're coming in 10-2 on the campaign, coming in off of a state championship appearance last year. Their first run, or rather, they got the runner-up trophy in March after losing to Papillion La Vista South in the state championship. They are led offensively by Emery Geddick, 17.1 points per game for the senior guard. And this one's sure to be an exciting one at Lincoln Southwest High School. We'll go ahead and step aside. When we come back in just a few short minutes, we will have starting lineups and tip-off for the Silverhawks against the Warriors. Nick Sainert joining you from the Nest. Nick Wyman is back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. When we come back in just a few short minutes, lineups and tip-off here in a Capital City matchup between Lincoln Southwest and Omaha Westside right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, I'm Scott Miller, Business Development Officer at Midwest Bank's Lincoln branches. As a lifelong Lincolnite with over 30 years of experience in financial management, I'm here to help your business grow and succeed. My focus is building strong relationships with businesses and clients across Lincoln. Because at Midwest Bank, we believe banking is about people, not just numbers. Visit us at midwest.bank or stop by one of our Lincoln locations. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Ready, set, Ford. Just announced 0% for 66 months with approved credit on all 2025 Ford F-150s at Zollner, Fort Beatrice. Save thousands in finance charges. If your current pickup loan's 4, 5, 6% or more, trade in today and receive 0% for up to 66 months on a brand new 2025 Ford F-150 of your choice at Zollner, Fort Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Hey, this is Jay Foreman, the host of Old School, 3 to 6 p.m. here at 93.7 The Ticket. And one of my favorite things to do is come down and meet all the fans before and after as they cheer on our beloved Huskers.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
In a world where Wi-Fi battles rage and bandwidth is never enough, one family dares to connect it all. Work from home, influence all day, stream all night, and game to win. Deadlines, downloads, and dance-offs, all happening under one roof, flawlessly. Can your internet provider do that? Fiber fuel your household at allofiber.com/all-in.
Welcome back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket. Calling all the action, here is Nick Sainer.
Welcome back in Lincoln Southwest High School, the site here for Lincoln Southwest and Omaha Westside as we get ready to go between a team that is 9-0 overall and the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks coming off of the emotional rivalry win last night against Lincoln Southeast and the Omaha Westside Warriors and their 10-2 mark here in 2026. Just a couple of minutes away from starting lineups and tip-off here at the Nest, Lincoln Southwest High School here in South Lincoln. We will go ahead and kind of walk you through some of the guys that you need to know, the starters here for the Westside Warriors. Let's kick it off for Omaha Westside. They're on the season 10-2 overall. Their two losses came back in December 12th, 74-62, a 12-point loss to Bellevue West at home. And then their last time out, just last night, a 6-point loss to Creighton Prep at home as well. But they have some impressive wins on the year over teams like Gretna, Millard West as well, and Millard South, as well as Papillion La Vista, a narrow 3-point win just last weekend. So they've had a couple of tests for Jim Simon's squad, a squad that was a state runner-up last year. They fell to Papillion La Vista South in the state championship game at Pinnacle Bank Arena. And there's a couple of guys you need to know. And starting it off is London Dada. A future at the Division I level for Dada is measured at 6'8", a shooting guard, a junior, and is very, very impressive. Fred Hoiberg's been out a couple of times to kind of watch him and see what's going on with London Dada. A couple of bigger schools also in the conversation for the 6'8" junior, who on the season is averaging just over 14 points per game, 6 rebounds per contest, and he's adding a couple assists per game as well. The other 4 Omaha Westside starters here for head coach Jim Simons on your Saturday night. Number 1, a 5'11", 165-pound senior guard, Monte Brown. Number 3, a 6'7" senior, Emery Geddick. Number 5, a 6'5" senior, Donnie Barfield Jr. And rounding out the starting 5 for Omaha Westside, a 6'10", 220-pound forward, man in the paint, is Will Preston. Once again, this is a Omaha Westside squad who is coming in with a 10-2 record on the campaign. For Lincoln Southwest, they have tried to rewrite the history books the last couple of years under head coach Alex Baugh. It's been a steady build. They had a couple of guys with some record-breaking seasons the last couple of years, and then now this year, with the help of 2 brothers, Uzziah and Micaiah Sanders, they have been able to turn it around. Uzziah and Micaiah both in their senior year and trying to lead Lincoln Southwest to their first victory in a state tournament since 2009. They got back there for the first time since 2009, the last season, but lost to Omaha Westside in the first round in blowout fashion, 87-49. They had an early home visit there at PBA. Starting 5 for head coach Alex Baugh, a 5'10" senior guard. Uzziah Sanders, he averages just over 21 points a game. He also dishes out 4 assists per contest as well. I mentioned it, a 5'10" senior guard. His brother, number 10, Micaiah Sanders, averages 19 points per game. So those 2 brothers combined, close to 40 points per contest for head coach Alex Baugh and the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. The other 3 starters for Lincoln Southwest here this evening. Number 22, a 6'1" senior guard who you just heard behind me, Hudson Mezker. He was 4 for 6 from beyond the 3-point line last night in their win against Lincoln Southwest. Number 24, a 6'4" senior forward, Kobe Kerr. And rounding out the starting 5 for Coach Baugh and the Silverhawks, number 30, a 5'10" junior, Dakari Wilson. We are just about ready to go with tip-off here from Lincoln Southwest High School. Nick Sainer with you on a Saturday evening. Nick Wyman back in our 93.7 The Ticket Studios, 1040 O Street in downtown Lincoln. The uniform matchup looks good here on your Saturday evening. West Side in their road reds with the script West Side trimmed out in the white letters and numbers, while Lincoln Southwest, their home whites, green piping down each side of the pant, and green letters and numbers here this evening. The tip is tipped out of bounds. It is going to be hit off of, I believe, Lincoln Southwest. And it will be Omaha Westside basketball to begin things here. Still 8 minutes on the game clock. No official possession just yet. So once again, the inbounder here for Omaha Westside is going to be Monte Brown, this 5'11 senior. Now he hands it off to Donnie Barfield Jr. on the left side, back to Brown on the left wing, guarded by Hudson Mezger. Top of the key, it's Dada. Dada back to Brown. He jab steps left, now dribbles back to the top of the key near the logo. Passing it right side to Dada. He's working on Dakari Wilson here to start the ball game. Back to Dada in the corner. Still 17 seconds on the possession. First offensive possession of the night for either side. Right side, Geddick passes it to Barfield. Barfield back to Geddick. Now inside to Wilson. Back out, inside out game. Three-pointer on the way, and he drills it. First shot, first make for number 5, Donnie Barfield Jr., the 6'5 senior, rather. And Westside has an early three-point advantage. Top of the key near the logo. Left side now worth it is Micaiah Sanders. Back to Uzziah. Right side Wilson now into the corner to Hudson Mezger on the far side, working in front of Omaha Westside faithful. Top of the key, working Micaiah Sanders. He dribbles to the left, crosses to the right, spin move in the lane in traffic. Tries to throw it off the back iron, unable to get it to fall, and it is rebounded, collected by Omaha Westside. Quickly, Barfield in the lane, drives baseline, shot is blocked by Kobe Kerr, but he steps on the line as he controls the basketball, and it's going to be Omaha Westside ball underneath their own bucket after a rejection by Kobe Kerr, and Lincoln Southwest students letting Omaha Westside hear it, as it'll be a baseline inbound underneath their own hoop for the Westside Warriors. 6:57 to go in the first quarter, 3-0, Westside on top, and they have the basketball. To inbound, Dada, three-pointer, far corner, just a tad too strong. Offensive board, another chance for Donnie Barfield Jr. as he kicks it out. Emery Geddick for three, no good on that attempt. Rebound tipped around, saved from going out of bounds by Micaiah Sanders, and here comes Dakari Wilson across the timeline, working right side. Wilson with it, crosses over on Dada, who has about 4 inches of height on him. The turnaround jumper, no good for Dakari Wilson. Dada clears the glass, and here comes Geddick across the half-court line, dribbling it left side. He hands it off, Donnie Barfield Jr. One-handed shovel into the fingernail where Preston Wilson has it, holding it above his head, throws it out to Dada, his safety net, beyond the three-point line. Mid-range jumper on the way for Dada. No good, but the putback slam by Donnie Barfield Jr. And Barfield has 5 early as Westside leads it 5-0. 6:07 to play in the first quarter. Three-point attempt on the way for Mezger. He's no good on his first attempt, and a glass is cleared yet again by Will Preston. And Omaha Westside down in the lane. Geddick puts up a contested floater, no good. Tip try will not fall. Tipped again. Third time, is it the charm? It is! With the foul, Emery Geddick's going to go to the line to shoot one shot. As with 5:52 to go in the first quarter, it is 7-0 Omaha Westside. And Geddick on the line to shoot one more. How about this? We have a brief stoppage in play because it appears that the rim is bent. And so how about this? On the putback slam by Donnie Barfield Jr., it was pretty ferocious, but here on this one, we might have somewhat of a stoppage in play. They might have to go and figure out whether they need to put in a new rim or what it is, because it is, from even my vantage point, you can tell that the side of the cylinder on the right side of it is slanted. And so we'll see what the solution is here for Lincoln Southwest, as they have a couple of officials and administrative personnel out there looking at the rim. They're just standing underneath the hoop. Alex Baugh is asking for an explanation of what happens in this instance. But once again, Donnie Barfield had that putback dunk exactly where the rim is kind of tilted. And I'll be 100% honest, I'm not entirely sure if they just keep extra cylinders on hand or what the plan of attack is here. 5:52 is where we currently stand. 7-0 is your score. Omaha Westside out in front here, 7-0. Emery Geddick's going to be at the line whenever we do resume play. They're not really showing a whole lot of urgency down in that little side of the little corner down there, but we'll find out here in just a moment. Everybody's kind of just on pins and needles waiting to see what the outcome of this is. But yet, once again, Donnie Barfield, 5 early points for this one. They have the ladder coming out, and Emery Geddick missed on his initial attempt, tried to follow it up with a tip try, was unable to do it, get that one to fall. He then grabbed the basketball, that is, got it back and then kind of collected himself as he tried for a third time. That one finally fell, and he got the foul. So Emery Geddick will be at the line to shoot one free throw here whenever we choose to resume play. How about this? They are sending both teams back to the locker room. So just a unique situation as we have a complete stoppage in play. 5:52 to go in the first quarter. There is not a single athlete, a player from either side, Lincoln Southwest and Omaha Westside. Not a single player on the floor right now. And this is a real bizarre situation as they brought the ladder out. Step one, bring the ladder out. Step two, though, I'm not sure they really know what to do here in this situation either. The rim is crooked if you're just now joining us. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's step aside. We'll come back. Nick, we'll back in our 93.7 The Ticket Studios. We'll throw it to break, come back in a few short minutes. Hopefully I have an update for you by then. We'll see what happens. A very unique situation as we have a stoppage in play for a crooked rim here at Lincoln Southwest High School. Both teams are back in their locker rooms. We're only 2 minutes and 8 seconds into this one. Hopefully we get to continue when we come back in a few short minutes on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first. Now is the time to get a glimpse into living and learning at Doane University through a personalized in-person or virtual visit. We know once you experience Doane, you'll see why it's a place where you can achieve your goals and shape your future. Schedule your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit.
Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join up and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard. Guard the good life.
Welcome back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket. Calling all the action, here is Nick Sainert.
All right, so we came back because we have an update on what the process is here. And if you're just now joining us, just now tuned in, we're going to play this game tonight. However, there's a crooked rim, and it was bent because of a putback slam by Donnie Barfield Jr. for Omaha Westside, less than 2 minutes into the start of this game. And so with 5:52 on the game clock here in the first quarter, it is 7-0 currently. But the plan is, we've just been notified, the plan of attack is that they are going to remove the entire rim and uninstall that one. They are going to another gym here at Lincoln Southwest High School. They have to take that rim off of one of those hoops, take this one off of this hoop, and install the other one onto this hoop. So that way we're playing with symmetrical and balanced rims. So for the time being, we are actually going to send it back to our 93.7 The Ticket Studios. They will give the players 5 minutes to warm up as well once they bring them out there because they've taken all the players off the floor. 5:52 to go in the first quarter. So what we'll do is we'll throw it back to our 93.7 The Ticket Studios. Nick Wyman will take you through the next couple of minutes, give you a sports update on the various things that happened today. Obviously, headline by how about your number 10 Nebraska Cornhuskers going on the road in Bloomington and knocking off the Indiana Hoosiers. They're taking the cylinder off, Nick. It won't be too long, my friend, as I appreciate you filling in. We'll send it back to our 93.7 The Ticket Studios after this timeout. And hopefully I'll be joining you from Lincoln Southwest High School in maybe 10, less than 15 minutes time here on 93.7 The Ticket.
There's only one place this holiday season to shop for the sports fan in your life and get cash back for slightly used sports items you don't need anymore. Play It Again Sports. Check out their selection of new and used items, including home fitness equipment like treadmills, exercise bikes, and ellipticals, and get your lift on with free weights, benches, and racks to add to your home gym. And don't forget, if you have anything slightly used to trade in, they'll give you instant cash. Holiday shopping starts and ends at Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join up and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard. Guard the good life.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket. Calling all the action, here is Nick Sainert.
Welcome back. You've been listening to Lincoln Southwest and Omaha Westside. However, this is not Nick Sainert. This is Nick Wyman back in the 93.7 The Ticket studio as we have a delay in the action as Westside holds a 7-0 lead in the first quarter. Delay is due to a crooked rim. I mean, we're in uncharted territory here. I mean, this was the marquee game around Lincoln, and we're already in the delay already. So you got me here for a bit before Nick. They are moving the Nick gave me information that they are moving gyms. They have to reinstall the rim, and they are going to resume play momentarily. So stick with us here on Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo961. Stick with us. There will be a game tonight. They are not postponing the game, canceling him, or whatever. They're still having this marquee matchup between Westside and Southwest. But for the time being, you're going to be sticking with me here in the studio. We're going to give some updates. A lot going on this weekend in the sports world. Obviously, the NFL playoffs. The wild card weekend began with the Los Angeles Rams beat the Carolina Panthers a couple minutes ago. 34-31 came down to the final drive. Matthew Stafford threw a touchdown pass with less than a minute to go to Colby Parkinson, 19-yard touchdown to give the Rams the win, 34-31. Other action in the NFL, one other wild card game going on tonight. The Chicago Bears are playing the Green Bay Packers in a rematch. This is the third time those two teams have played one another this season. This will be the third matchup between the two NFC North Division rivals. Elsewhere in the sports world, obviously around these parts in Nebraska, Nebraska men's basketball are racing a 16-point deficit to knock off the Indiana Hoosiers earlier today. Nebraska improves to 16-0 with a 83-77 victory over Indiana. Gritty win by the Huskers coming out there. Jamarcus Lawrence, big game for him, dropping. It was just a phenomenal game. Nebraska was trailing by 16 at one point, and being able to come back from that is a really cool. Jamarcus Lawrence, a career high 27 points. Price Stanford with 12. Rinkmast with 13. And Braden Frager off the bench with 11 in that game. So, as mentioned, also the NFL wildcard weekend will be continuing throughout the weekend. Obviously, 3 more games set for tomorrow, with the Bills taking on the Jaguars at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, noon Central, followed by the Eagles and the 49ers at 3, and capping off Sunday Night Football with the Chargers and the New England Patriots. And then on Monday night, the final wildcard weekend game of the Texans facing the Pittsburgh Steelers. Also around college basketball, there was a huge upset with Michigan going down for the first time this year as the Michigan Wolverines were defeated by the Wisconsin Badgers 91-88. Wisconsin, who came to Lincoln, lost by 30 points to the Huskers. Michigan dropping their first game in the fall to 14-1 in the year, 4-1 in Big Ten play. Wisconsin moving to 11-5, 3-2 in Big Ten play. Other games around college basketball tonight. Purdue beating Penn State 93-85. Duke beating SMU 82-75. Houston holding on, beating Baylor 77-55. Vanderbilt improving to 16-0 with a 84-73 victory over LSU. As you're still tuning in here, this is unprecedented. I'm usually here at halftime. I'm here in the first quarter. Westside's leading Southwest 7-0. There is a delay due to the rim being crooked after a putback dunk. So they are, in the moment, they are moving gyms to continue play for this game. Spectators moving. Both teams were sent back to the locker room. Nick Steiner's on standby over there. Real quick, we'll go through some high school basketball scores. We'll start with girls in Class A action. We got Lincoln Northeast beating Omaha Benson 71-45. Lincoln Pius the 10th holding on against Millard South in a top 10 matchup 50-45. Lincoln North Star beating Omaha Marion 50-39. And there's a couple other marquee games, Gothenburg and Kearney. There's no score yet reported. That is in the Nebraska Girls Basketball Showcase. That game is not tipping off until around 8 o'clock tonight. Over in Class A boys, obviously the one you're listening to here on 92.7 The Ticket. Omaha Westside leading early first quarter against Lincoln Southwest 7-0. What else we got here in the class in the Lincoln action? Lincoln Pius the 10th falling to Millard South 71-53. Lincoln East holding on to beat the Fremont Tigers 55-43. Lincoln North Star playing Crate Prep in a top 5 matchup later this evening. So, as mentioned, we are in a delay at the moment over at Lincoln Southwest. 7-0 lead for the Warriors. The delay is due to a crooked rim off a putback dunk. Nick Sainert calling the game here on 92.7 said that there's administrators, refs looking at it. They are moving gyms for the time being. It's pretty unprecedented here. I mean, usually Nick's doing his thing, going on the call, and we're usually flying by here. But at the moment, it's a football score down there in the nest as Lincoln Southwest is yet to score. Omaha Westside leading 7-0. We'll get back to Nick with an update here in just a bit. But yes, big day in the sports world. The NFL playoffs going on. Nebraska beating Indiana. We're down 16. Nebraska looking, before we go back to break here, Nebraska plays Oregon on Tuesday back at PBA. And then after that, they're going on the road against Northwestern on January 17th. Following that, they return home to play Washington on January 21st. Then go on the road to play Minnesota on January 24th. And then the big one in Ann Arbor, Tuesday, January 27th, the Cornhuskers are heading on to go play the Michigan Wolverines to cap off the month of January. So we're going to see if Nick has an update, if they're resuming play, or what else is going on down there at the nest as Omaha Westside leading 7-0 with a delay due to a crooked rim. You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first. Now is the time to get a glimpse into living and learning at Doane University through a personalized in-person or virtual visit. We know once you experience Doane, you'll see why it's a place where you can achieve your goals and shape your future. Schedule your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Welcome back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket. Calling all the action, here is Nick Sainert.
Welcome back to the studio with Nick Wyman down here at 93.7 The Ticket inside the studio. They are still removing the rim over at Lincoln Southwest. So still in a delay for the time being between the matchup between Lincoln Southwest and Omaha Westside. Westside currently leading 7-0. Game is only a couple minutes into the game. And one of the hottest, last night Lincoln Southwest had one of the hottest tickets in town. Lincoln Southwest played Lincoln Southeast, and they were turning people away at the door because there were so many people in attendance that they had not enough room. So crazy scenes for the Lincoln, Nebraska hoop scene as Southwest won that game last night against Southeast, and kept their undefeated season alive. Less than 24 hours later, playing here tonight against Omaha Westside in one of the top matchups in the state right now for tonight on the high school hoops slate. However, in a delay due to a crooked rim off a dunk. As Nick sent me a text that said that they are still don't have the rim off because they have to remove a rim, so the rims are the same. So we are in this uncharted territory where you're stuck with me for the time being. Let's just go back to the NFL. I'm going to spitball and give Nick and give all the Lincoln Southwest Westside fans time. Stick with us here on Facebook, X, YouTube, or Allo Channel 961, as we'll momentarily have that game ready to go, and Nick will do a great job calling that top matchup in Class A basketball. Let's look back at Wildcard Weekend. The Rams played the Panthers earlier today. First game of Wildcard Weekend. Obviously, the Rams taking up a 34-31 win. Matthew Stafford tossed 300 yards, 24-42, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Bryce Young on the other side for the Carolina Panthers in their first playoff game since 2017. Bryce Young, 21-40, 264 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Interesting game because this is, the Panthers coming in 8-9. NFC South didn't really seem like they really had a chance against some people's Super Bowl favorites for the time being of the season. Beginning the game, Puka Nacua caught a 14-yard touchdown pass from Matthew Stafford to put the Rams up 7-0. Later on, Puka Nacua scored his second touchdown of the game to put him up 14-0. Chuba Hubbard put the Panthers back into it got them on the board with a touchdown, put them at 14-7 in the second quarter with 8:53 to go. And then a field goal added on by the Rams to extend it to a 2-possession lead. But right before the end of the half, Bryce Young ran into the end zone for a 16-yard touchdown run to cut the deficit to 3 and send the game into the halftime with the Rams leading 17-14 at the beginning. A field goal by the Panthers tied it up in the third quarter. But then the Rams once again got a field goal to take the lead by 3. In the fourth quarter, first 30 seconds of the fourth quarter, Chuba Hubbard with his second touchdown on a 3-yard carry gave the Panthers the lead 24-20. But on the following possession, the Rams put together a drive, 11-play, 67-yard drive. Kyron Williams touchdown catch from Matthew Stafford for 13 yards to give the Rams a 27-24 lead. With under 3 minutes to go, Jalen Coker, 7-yard touchdown catch from Bryce Young to give the Panthers the lead once again at 31-27. But Matthew Stafford leads the Rams down the field. Colby Parkinson, 19-yard touchdown pass to give the Rams the lead with 38 seconds to play as the Rams advance to the divisional round next weekend. As mentioned, we have another NFL game going on here in the next couple minutes. They're about to kick off here. The Green Bay Packers, playing the 7 seed, playing the Chicago Bears. Third time those teams have met this year, split the season series. Bears a couple weeks ago came off a big comeback against the Packers. It's a toss-up game between those two. Game just kicked off minutes ago as the Packers and Bears are tied 0-0. Elsewhere in the NFL, obviously tomorrow, noon, 1 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock noon Central, the Jaguars are hosting the Buffalo Bills, followed by the 49ers and the Eagles at 3:30. And to cap off the evening, the Chargers are playing the Patriots at 7 o'clock on Sunday Night Football. And the wrap-up wildcard weekend, the Texans are playing the Steelers. Again, stick with us. There's still a delay over at Lincoln Southwest. Westside leading 7-0. But there is a delay due to a crooked rim on one of the baskets, which has given, it's been about a 10-minute delay now. 10, 15-minute delay. Nick is on the scene right down there. He's calling the game here on the ticket. Game, 7-0 lead for Westside. Put back dunk. Rim twist. Something happened with the rim. Refs, administrators are looking at it. However, it's deemed unplayable. You can't play a basketball game on one side of the court. I mean, you could. It would look like a pickup game, but this is a NSAA regulated game. So due to that, you need a full court. They are moving gyms, is what we were told from Nick Sainert, as he is also moving gyms due to the fact that he has to call this game. So this is kind of unprecedented, Terry. I don't know if this ever happened to Nick before. I'm very curious. This is just a very interesting scenario. This is the game, one of the marquee games on the high school slate tonight, obviously, and we are in a delay due to a crooked rim. So we're going to go to break again, and we're going to see if Nick has an update down at the Nest. Very interesting situation here. Reminder, stick with us. Omaha Westside leading 7-0 over Lincoln Southwest. However, we are in a delay due to a crooked rim. You're listening to 92.7 The Ticket. On Westside leading 7-0.
Attention, Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join up and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard. Guard the good life.
I don't know. What's up with you? I think it's a better question.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first. Now is the time to get a glimpse into living and learning at Doane University through a personalized in-person or virtual visit. We know once you experience Doane, you'll see why it's a place where you can achieve your goals and shape
Works
your
for me,
future.
and then I'll
Schedule your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes.
What a crazy situation. I thought I'd get out of here by 8 o'clock.
Liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of
Probably
is our
halftime
new
right now.
prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies
And I thought I'd
or a
have
bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired,
I know. It's like,
driving
how do you break a
is
rule? That's
deceptively
crazy. What gym do they go
dangerous.
to? Are they
Don't
are
drive
they in the same gym?
impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Big box
Oh,
stores
and then they
are
have to use-
tempting
you have to
for
use-
buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality,
Wild.
slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Welcome back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket. Calling all the action, here is Nick Sainert.
Alrighty, so thank you to Nick Wyman back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios for filling some airtime there as we are not quite ready to play and resume play here. But we have about 6 minutes of warm-up time for these players as they are ready to go. They've been brought back out from their locker rooms. So we'll go ahead. I know Nick was recapping it. I put a picture of it on my Twitter, Nick_Sainert, if you want to see what the rim looked like. Nice, major kudos to the Lincoln Southwest staff. They did it as quick as I would imagine you can. I'm sure it's pretty difficult. It's time consuming, I should say, to take a rim down. They had to go to another gymnasium, I believe still here at Lincoln Southwest, take basically a rim off of that hoop and then take the broken rim off and then put the new one obviously back on to the basketball hoop as well. You're asking probably why don't do all this with 6 minutes or I guess it's 5 minutes and I think 52 seconds officially left in the first quarter. We were just 2 minutes and 8 seconds into this game. It's because on a putback slam by Omaha Westside's Donnie Barfield Jr., he ended up bending, crooking, or making the rim crooked. And now it's going to be interesting to see because not all rims, if you've played a little bit of basketball, not all rims are exactly the same. They're not as bouncy. And now, granted, we weren't deep into this game just yet, but if you get kind of a feel for one rim, especially if you're Lincoln Southwest on that side, think about all the practices you do in here, all of the times you've shot on that rim. On one side of the floor, the rim's going to be normal, what you're used to. On this side of the floor, it might be from a different gym. So it just might feel a little different. But nonetheless, I don't expect major issues for either side, Omaha Westside or Lincoln Southwest High School. But once again, just as we kind of encapsulate this, we'll take another quick break here in just a few minutes and officially reset and get ready to go and resume action. Your score currently, Omaha Westside 7-0. They lead it. And not a whole lot to report, not a whole lot to talk about from the first 2 minutes and 8 seconds of this one, other than a massive delay. This game tipped off on time, 6:45 p.m., and about 6:55-ish is when it really all got delayed, and we had to kind of sit on our hands and just kind of wait for things to happen as they brought out a couple of ladders and had some guys taking off the bolts and the eventual broken rim. But nonetheless, the score 7-0 Omaha Westside. Emery Geddick is going to be at the line to shoot one free throw. It was Donnie Barfield. He hit a three-pointer on his first shot attempt of the day from the near side corner right in front of the Lincoln Southwest bench to give Omaha Westside a 3-0 lead. He then had a putback slam that was the culprit of the broken rim. And so Omaha Westside led 5-0. And then the ensuing possession on that side of the floor for Omaha Westside is they tried to, or I should say Emery Geddick was try to lay up from the right side of the rim, missed it, tried to try, unable to get that one to fall. And then the third time was the charm for Emery Geddick as he was able to draw the foul and hit the bucket. And so that's how we got to 7-0. And Geddick will be at the line to shoot one shot. For Lincoln Southwest, struggling to find a whole lot of offense going. Hudson Metzger is one guy that if you're looking to erase a deficit, which by all means you're down by 7 with still 5.5 minutes and additional to go in the first quarter, you don't really have to panic at all. I'm sure there were conversations about maybe what they wanted to do differently. It was probably a unique situation and opportunity for both Omaha Westside head coach Jim Simons and then also for Alex Baugh of Lincoln Southwest, because they were probably sitting there going, okay, wait, we have 2 minutes of kind of have an idea of what they're going to come out and look like. And granted, you watch film on the week and you have a game plan. You're not probably scrapping all that just because of what happened in the initial 2 minutes. However, you were able to see, okay, maybe how do we match up initially with these guys? What are some early holes? You don't usually get these extended breaks back in the locker room, away from all the noise, away from the floor, away from the band that played nonstop during the, I say that somewhat comically, nonstop during the intermission, if you will. And so I'm sure there were some conversations had about maybe potential access points for both sides, Jim Simons at Omaha Westside and head coach Alex Baugh at Lincoln Southwest. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll step aside, come back in 60 seconds. When we do, we will resume play. I'll tell you the guys that are on the floor. I'll break it all down. Once again, we are just about ready to resume play after a broken rim. It's fully been replaced. Omaha Westside is shooting on that side of the floor, and each team has about a minute and a half left in their warm-up period following the stoppage and the brief delay here at Lincoln Southwest High School. We'll step aside. Nick Sander with you from the Nest while Nick Wyman's back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. A massive thanks yet again to Nick for filling the airtime as we waited out the delay, and I brought you updates as quick and as eagerly as I could. We're ready to go here in 60 seconds. We'll step aside, come back on 93.7 The Ticket.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Welcome back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket. Calling all the action, here is Nick Sainert.
All righty, we're ready to play basketball yet again. 5:52 to go in the first quarter. Your score 7-0 after the delay. One of the more bizarre things I think I've seen in my couple of years of calling basketball, outside of obviously the Norris three-quarter court shot in the state tournament last year. But for what I've actually been on the call for, that was probably bizarre. A bent rim caused a stoppage in play, but we are ready to go. 7-0 Omaha Westside is in front. 5:52 to go in the first quarter. And Geddick trying to complete the 30-point play, and that might have been the longest three-point play process in basketball history at any level. 8-0 your score. 5:51 to go. Lincoln Southwest looking for their first points in this one. As left side, it's Micaiah Sanders. He gives it to Kobe Kerr. Back to Sanders. He's working on Geddick. Drives right side. Tried to sling the one-handed pass to Hudson Metzger in the near corner. Metzger was just a little too far out near side and went out of bounds without being touched. And it's going to be Omaha Westside basketball. Now, here it comes the Warriors. Jim Simons shouting it out from the near side line down at that Omaha Westside bench. Dribbling right side is going to be Monte Brown. Now the pass deflected, taken away. There goes Uzziah Sanders. The layup is good for Uzziah Sanders as he gets the layup to fall, and Lincoln Southwest is on the board. But after the make, Omaha Westside trying to push the pace as Uzziah Sanders fell down, but he's able to recover. Dada down low. The reverse layup is good by number 12, Will Preston, the 6'10 senior. Now on the right side, here comes Sanders yet again to Dakari Wilson. Now Mezger throwing it around the perimeter. 3-point try on the way. No good for Isaiah Sanders, and Will Preston clears the glass when giving it to Dada. He'll cross to the timeline, working left to right, brings it top of the key, hands it off to Barfield. Barfield, floater, jumper in the lane, no try, and it's tipped away, taken away. Lincoln Southwest going in transition. Micaiah Sanders reverse layup high off the glass, sat on the cylinder for a moment, but does not fall. Here comes Dada. Fast-paced game, 4:40 to go in the first quarter. 10-2, Omaha Westside. Right side, Barfield. Barfield, spin move on the block. Goes up strong, and too strong goes the shot attempt, but the putback is good by Will Preston, the 6'10 senior. And Lincoln Southwest trails it now 12-2 with 4:24 to go in the opening quarter. Micaiah Sanders left side, Uzziah Sanders. Uzziah, top of the key, Mezger, who's 0 for 1 on the day. Dakari Wilson tries a long three, and he's able to hit it. It's a much-needed bucket for Lincoln Southwest as they draw back within 7. It's 12-5. Monte Brown dribbling it with his right hand across the timeline, hands it off Geddick. Geddick now to Preston in the fingernail just beyond that free throw line. Working in the lane. Geddick gets tripped. Foul is on the floor, and I believe they're going to get Hudson Mezger with this one. They will. And that is going to be Mezger's first. That is the second team foul on Lincoln Southwest. So baseline inbound here from Monte Brown and Omaha Westside. They get it in wide open. Donnie Barfield barely grazed the rim on his three-point try. Pushing the pace, 3-on-1 break. Micaiah Sanders steps through on the right side of the lane, is able to hit the layup in transition. It's now 12-7, a 5-point differential. Pushing the pace. Emery Geddick, the leading scorer in the last timeout for Omaha Westside, has it in the near corner right in front of head coach Alex Baugh for Lincoln Southwest. Working one-on-one, backing down the smaller defender. The turnaround floater will not fall. Offensive rebound, kick out, 3-point try is good for Monte Brown, and they're able to answer the trifecta of Lincoln Southwest with one of their own on their second chance. It's now 15-7, 3:18 to go, opening quarter. Working left side, kicking it out, Mezger. He'll try. Long three on the way, and they're exchanging trifectas here at Lincoln Southwest. Here it's now 15-10 after Mezger connects on his first three-pointer. Monte Brown passes it right side, near corner, top of the key near the logo. Now down low, working it on Kobe Kerr is Preston. He gives it to Barfield. Barfield tries to take the bump and the foul. No whistle. The putback by Dada will fall, and it's now 17-10. 2:48 to play. Working the other way. Uzziah Sanders does not get the layup to go. It's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Kobe Kerr as he was trying to get an offensive rebound. Unable to do so, and the possession arrow gives it to Omaha Westside. So checking in for now Omaha Westside, it'll be Jack Hawkins as well as number 13, Kai Frederick. Frederick, a sophomore, while Hawkins, a 5'10 senior. First player off the bench for head coach Jim Simons. 17-10. Omaha Westside in front by 7. 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Emery Geddick, left side, steps in, takes the bump. No good on the one-handed floater attempt from the left side of the rim. Back in the other way, Uzziah Sanders, wide open three-pointer attempt. No good as well. And the defensive glass cleared by Hawkins. Passes up the floor. Across the timeline goes Omaha Westside. Now down low, Preston has an advantage. Goes up, strong with it. No success on the layup attempt, but he's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Will Preston doing some damage to Lincoln Southwest on the glass on that side of the floor, especially on the offensive rebounding portion. And with 2:14 to go in the first quarter, Preston is able to kiss the front rim and have the basketball bounce over it for a good free throw. It's now 18-10. Your score, 2:15 to go, first quarter. Lincoln Southwest High School, Omaha Westside up now. No, keep it at 8. And we have a foul on the attempted rebound by London Dada. And it is going to be Lincoln Southwest basketball here with 2:14 to play in the opening period. If you're just now joining us or joining the last couple of minutes, the game started at 6:45 p.m. This quarter has not taken 45 minutes. However, we had a slight delay after the rim was bent, and they had to install an entire new rim. Took the players back to their locker rooms and ended up giving them a 7-minute warm-up period as well. Here's Lincoln Southwest. Micaiah Sanders trying to get it down low to his teammate, Kobe Kerr. Shot blocked by Preston. He gets it back. Kerr tries again, and he's unable to get the layup to fall, but he is fouled by Will Preston, and now Kobe Kerr will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. That is Preston's first. First free throw for Kerr. It is good. Less than 2 minutes to play in the first period. Lincoln Southwest trails 18-11. However, Kobe Kerr at the line to shoot one more. Rocking the white headband here this evening. He gets the second free throw to fall. It's now 18-12. So here, Jack Hawkins, the 5'10 senior guard, gets his pocket picked by Micaiah Sanders. Going the other way. The reverse layup is good for Micaiah Sanders. And now here, Omaha Westside, we'll see if they try to push the pace. That's what they sometimes do off of makes. They take a page out of the Nebraska book. As here is Hawkins. No look pass. Get it. Can't hang on to the basketball. It goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Lincoln Southwest basketball. We're starting to see the Silverhawks settle in a little bit here. Not only maybe some of the pressure getting to Omaha Westside and some of their reserves, as they have 3 bench players on the floor currently. But for the most part, we're seeing Lincoln Southwest start to settle in here on their home floor. 18-14 your score. Lincoln Southwest trails by 4, but they have the basketball. They have it on the left side with Isaiah Sanders. Now Dakari Wilson. Long three-point attempt on the way. Hit the front iron, hit the backboard, and it fell. That's the home roll for Dakari Wilson. The second long trifecta he's hit today. And it's now a 1-point ball game, 18-17. That pass almost taken away by Dakari Wilson. Here on the left side, now top of the key, it's Geddick. Geddick with it, gives it to Hawkins. Hawkins crossing over on Creighton Meyer, passing it to Barfield, freshly checked into the game, and we have a foul called on Creighton Meyer as he tried to reach in and grab that basketball. However, the near sideline official says that it's a foul on Creighton Meyer rather than a jump ball, and it's going to be a baseline inbound now for Omaha Westside with 54 seconds on the game clock. Hawkins to inbound. They will not guard the inbounder. Now they get it in to the near corner. Omaha Westside does. To Jack Schaefer. Schaefer in the near corner. Top of the key, Barfield. Barfield, left side. Dribbling top of the key. Now right side again on the near right wing. Driving baseline, Barfield. He gets bumped, and we have a whistle from the official on the other side of the floor. There was a baseline official there. He did not call that foul, though. It was the far sideline official that called it. Said that Donnie Barfield got pushed. I believe that puts Omaha Westside in the bonus here with 41 seconds to go in the first quarter, and it does. Barfield, rather, they did call it a shooting foul, so Barfield will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. That foul went on Hudson Mezger, who just committed his second. And Alex Baugh keeping Hudson Mezger in the game with those 2 fouls, and still 41 seconds to go in the first quarter. Second free throw is no good for Barfield, and a nice strong rebound there by Isaiah Sanders, who weaves his way through a triple team on his way up the floor, and he's able to draw a reach-in foul with 37 seconds to go in the first quarter. That foul goes on Emery Geddick. It is 19-17. Lincoln Southwest trails by 2. They'll have the basketball after the reach-in foul by Omaha Westside. Darian Jenkins, a sophomore, has checked in for the Warriors as well, standing 6'3". Here on the left side, Isaiah Sanders. They're trying to get Mezger the ball. They get it back to now Sanders, top of the key. He drives, kicks it back out. Mezger tries a long 3. That one halfway down and pops out. And here comes Omaha Westside. The shot clock is dark. Hawkins with it. 16 on the game clock. Hawkins picks up his dribble. Risky pass down low in the paint. Somehow controlled by Barfield. It's stripped, taken away, and we have a kicked ball against Donnie Barfield of Omaha Westside. They stopped the transition bucket that Lincoln Southwest would have easily had to tie the game to call a kick on Donnie Barfield Jr., and so with that, 10.2 seconds to go in the first quarter, and Lincoln Southwest has the ball down by 2. Here comes Micaiah Sanders in the lane, takes the bump, and he's able to get it to fall with the foul, and Micaiah Sanders will go to the line to shoot 1 shot as the first quarter, 5 seconds to go in the period, and we are tied at 19 with one free throw pending. Remember, this game was delayed for 25-plus minutes because of a broken rim. Makai Sanders with one free throw on its way, and it is no good. Rebound tipped around. It's controlled. Kobe Kerr heads up. The ball goes into the stands, and we have a foul on Omaha Westside yet again, as they're going to say Kobe Kerr was pushed out of bounds trying to get that offensive rebound off the missed free throw. And with that, it is bonus time for Kobe Kerr and Lincoln Southwest, who are tied with Omaha Westside at 19 apiece. The free throw is good for Kobe Kerr. 20-19 Lincoln Southwest. 3.8 on the game clock. Second free throw, also good for Kobe Kerr. They get it into Barfield. Barfield with 2 on the clock. He'll heave it from half court at the end of the quarter. It's no good off the top of the backboard. And what a first quarter that was. A 25-minute delay because of a broken rim. Finally, the quarter comes to an end. Your score after one period of play, Lincoln Southwest 21, Omaha Westside 19. We'll step aside, come back in 60 seconds to start quarter number 2 here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Now back to second quarter action on 93.7 The Ticket.
You heard it right. Start of the second quarter here. 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Next standard with you. 7:55 to go here in the quarter number 2. 21-19 your score between Lincoln Southwest and Omaha Westside. The Silverhawks of Southwest on top by 2 after falling behind 7-0 early on in this one. Here, Lincoln Southwest has the basketball. Uzziah Sanders with it, center of the lane, dumps it down below, unable to get it to his teammate, but trying to save it from going out of bounds is Will Preston for Westside. He does so into the lap of Lincoln Southwest, who gives it right back to Omaha Westside. Now in the lane, Barfield, he gets the bucket to fall. They're trying to talk whether or not the basket is going to count. They're starting to line up at the free throw markers like it is. It should count. The basket is good. Yeah, so the basket is good. The foul is going to go on number 31, Landon Bylene, and that's his first. Donnie Barfield having a nice start to this one. Approaching double figures here in the early parts of the second quarter. Bylene talking to the official right now about what he could do differently there. The free throw by Barfield is good. Donnie Barfield Jr. gives Omaha Westside the lead, 22-21, 7:22 to go in quarter number 2. Left side in for Lincoln Southwest, Levante Crockett. Top of the key, Kobe Kerr. Kerr added 2 free throws at the late stages of the first quarter there to give Lincoln Southwest the lead initially. But now Omaha Westside is up by 1. Bounce pass to Crockett, left side by Lean. Contested three-point attempt, no good. And the rebound tracked down all the way out to the perimeter as it's knocked out of bounds by Lincoln Southwest. Monte Brown collected the rebound. That was a ball that there were 2 Lincoln Southwest players in the vicinity of on the perimeter. However, now by Lean, after taking that contested three-point shot, he finds himself a seat on Alex Baugh's bench. Takari Wilson checks back in for the Silverhawks. Monte Brown, right wing. Entry pass on the block. Double team comes. Geddick kicks it out. Dada. Dada gets his defender to fly on by. Passes to Barfield Jr. He missed that three-pointer from the far corner badly. And the rebound is cleared by Lincoln Southwest. One-on-one break. Uzziah Sanders in the lane. Does not get the layup to go. But the rebound tipped around a couple of times. Fought for and eventually won by Omaha Westside. Here comes Dada across the timeline. Pull up. Three-pointer right wing. Back iron will not go. Uzziah Sanders bringing it the other way. Dribbles, right side, gives it a shove. Layup is good through the contact, and it is now 23-22. Lincoln Southwest with a 1-point lead. Monte Brown hands it off to Geddick. Geddick in front of the Alex Baugh Lincoln Southwest bench. Will Preston with it on the right elbow, and we have a foul and whistle away from the basketball, and this one's going to go on Uzziah Sanders. Uzziah Sanders trying to plead his case to the official, the one that didn't even call the foul, and yet it will be a baseline inbound. That's the first on Uzziah Sanders. 23-22 your score. Baseline inbound, they get it into Donnie Barfield Jr. Down low on the block. Working. Kobe Kerr falls down, no whistle, and Will Preston gets the easy 2-point bucket to go. It's 24-23 with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Left side, Micaiah Sanders passes long three-pointer to Kari Wilson. Can't get that one to go. And here comes Geddick going the other way. Geddick pushes the pace, almost traveled with it. Now Barfield in the lane, fights through contact. It bounced twice on the rim. Preston clears the glass. Offensive rebound, try number 2. Geddick is able to get the three-pointer to go. 27-23. Omaha Westside up by 4. A traveling was missed on that Omaha Westside possession that resulted in a 3-point bucket for the Warriors. They lead it by 4 to Kari Wilson, to Mezger. Mezger back to Wilson. Thought about trying another 3. Now back to Mezger. Left side, Sanders with the basketball. Bounces it 3 times with his right hand. Now passes it right side to Kari Wilson. 10 on the shot clock. Mezger working around the perimeter are the Silverhawks. Trying to drive baseline. Gets cut off by Preston. Micaiah Sanders finds Kerr. Shot blocked by Preston. Kerr hits the floor. And here comes Westside. Geddick in transition, puts up an out-of-control shot. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Omaha Westside. So Lincoln Southwest takes back the basketball. Wait, we have a stoppage in play, and they're going to say out of bounds on Lincoln Southwest. So they changed the call. Omaha Westside will retain possession underneath their own bucket. 27-23, 4:57 to play in the second quarter. Nick Sainert with you from Lincoln Southwest High School. Nick Wyman back in our 93.7 The Ticket Studios. Baseline inbound here for Omaha Westside. They're sorting some things out at the scores table here. It's been somewhat of a bizarre quarter and a half to this point. So baseline inbound still. Alex Baugh directing traffic from his sideline. Jim Simons doing the same. And we're ready to play basketball. Monte Brown, the inbounder. They're trying to get into Dada. Now they get into Preston in the far corner. That's not his area of expertise. He calls for the high ball screen. And we have a moving screen on Will Preston. Dada did not let him get set. That one goes at the fault of London Dada, as he did not wait for Will Preston to get set. And might have been a tad of a makeup call, but 27-23, your score still. 4:53 to go in the second quarter. Sideline inbound here for Lincoln Southwest. Mezger gets it into Dakari Wilson. Wilson brings it across the timeline. Uzziah Sanders in for Lincoln Southwest. Micaiah Sanders getting a breather on the bench. Dakari Wilson drives baseline, kept the pivot. Nice job there. His pass deflected, taken away by Westside. Omaha Westside forces another turnover. As now working left side, here comes Omaha Westside across the timeline, working his way through transition, and a little out of control. However, they whistle Lincoln Southwest for a personal foul across the timeline. He tried to work through 2 defenders, but yet the foul that time goes on number 5, Levante Crockett. So with 4:31 to go in the second quarter, it's 27-23. Lincoln Southwest trails by 4 to Omaha Westside. The Warriors get the basketball here, working with it right side. Now Donnie Barfield Jr. to Monte Brown. Right side, back to Barfield. Working right side of the lane, and that's going to be a foul, an offensive foul, a charge, as Donnie Barfield Jr. lowered his shoulder right into the chest of Sanders and gets whistled for the charge. 27-23 your score, 4 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the second quarter of play. After we saw a delay of 20-plus minutes because of a bent and crooked rim, we have a time where we've been able to play fairly nonstop for the most part. Mezger has it in the near corner for Lincoln Southwest, now to Makai Sanders. Makai back to Hudson Mezger to Josiah Sanders. Turned around, thought about popping the tray, decides to pass out of it, back to Mezger. Still 15 seconds on the possession. Working, cross it over. Wilson gives it to Makai Sanders, who bobbled the pass, got it back. Mezger now with it left side, swinging around the perimeter. 6 on the shot clock. Working in the lane, contested floater, nice finish. Great finish by Josiah Sanders. It's 27-25 in the center of the lane. Number 2 in white getting it to fall. Working Dada right side on Dakari Wilson. Working left side now in the center of the lane. Good step through with Geddick. Missed the layup, but the follow through by London Dada is able to fall, and it's back to a 4-point Westside advantage. Wilson almost shot the three, decided to pass out of it. Step back, 3-point attempt. Makai Sanders does not go. And Omaha Westside's Darian Jenkins clears the glass. The sophomore will bring it across the timeline. 3:07 to play in the second quarter. 29-25, Omaha Westside with the lead in the basketball. Dada, left side, Monte Brown. The point guard gets a screen right from Geddick. Now Brown crosses over into the near corner. 3-point attempt on the way from the near side. It falls for Kai Frederick. 32-25. Omaha Westside back up by 7 points. They've led by as many as 10. Mezger tries to answer with a 3 of his own. It will not go. Rebound fought for. Bodies on the floor. And Omaha Westside comes up with it as Dada will bring it across the half-court line to Frederick. Near corner, Jenkins. He'll try another 3. That one will not go. A nice, strong one-armed rebound by Dakari Wilson as Lincoln Southwest pushes the pace the other way. In the lane, shot blocked from behind. The putback, it's also rejected again by Dada. It's Omaha Westside in transition. Geddick in the lane. It's good, and Alex Baugh wants to talk things over. It is 34-25, 2:15 to play in the first half, and Omaha Westside is now up by 9 points on the road. We'll step aside, come back, 30-second timeout here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Now back to second quarter action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back in. Nick Center with you. Lincoln Southwest High School. 34-25 your score here in the final 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the second quarter. Omaha Westside leads by 9. Jim Simons trying to bring his team on the road, a team that beat Lincoln Southwest in the first round of the state tournament last year, 87-49. The Omaha Westside Warriors squad graduated a couple of guys, and Lincoln Southwest returned a lot of their talent. Dakari Wilson has it, now to Mezger for Lincoln Southwest. Mezger, top of the key, Dakari Wilson. Wilson, left side, Makai Sanders. Sanders takes one dribble, steps back, bounces it to a safety net. Dakari Wilson, 8 on the possession. Pull up 3 on the way, will not go. Rebound tipped around. It's saved from going out of bounds by Makai Sanders. And Lincoln Southwest gets a fresh 35. Hudson Mezger swishes the 3 from NBA range. Hudson Mezger in another area code, 34-28. Now top of the key. Working, great cut. Frederick, right-handed layup goes. Great find by Cole Anderson, who was standing at the elbow. A give and go to Kai Frederick for the easy twos. Mezger tries again from 3. That one does not go. And London Dada, he cleans up the miss. Dada crossed the timeline, 1:02 to play second quarter. Working, trying to get it back on a give and go. That time they did not get that one to fall. Back the other way in transition off the miss and the foul for Uzziah Sanders, as Uzziah will go to the line to shoot one shot and try to draw Lincoln Southwest within 5. They currently trail 36-30. 53 seconds to go in the second quarter. Uzziah Sanders at the line to shoot one shot. Free throw on the way. It's good. 36-31. 53 seconds to go in the second quarter. Omaha Westside will have to battle an extended defense for Lincoln Southwest here. We'll have to go the full length of the floor. Monty Brown gives it to Jenkins. Jenkins now gets bumped. He loses the basketball. Going the other way, 2-on-1. It's the Sanders brothers. Mackay will keep it and lay it in for the easy bucket. It's now 36-33. As Omaha Westside up by 3 with 32 seconds to go. There's about a half a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passing it left side. Stepping through. Frederick. 3-point attempt on the way. It does not go. Tip try by Geddick. Will not fall. Offensive rebound again. And they're going to say that Darren Jenkins was rolling on the ground. It's a traveling violation. Jim Simons was trying to shout timeout. The near sideline official did not hear him, so it was not rewarded. And it's going to be Lincoln Southwest basketball with a chance to tie it up with a 3 on what could be the last possession of the second quarter with the shot clock dark and 18.7 showing on the game clock. Dakari Wilson dribbles it across the timeline, gives it to Mezker. Mezker now to Sanders. Sanders right side Mezker. 6 on the game clock. Uzziah Sanders to tie. Drills it. It's all tied up at 36 as they heave it from half court. It was not released in time, and we have a tied ball game at the break. We're all knotted up at 36 apiece between Omaha Westside and Lincoln Southwest High School. We'll be back in just a few minutes, but first we'll send it back to our 93.7 The Ticket studios. Nick Wyman's got you covered for your halftime show here on 93.7 The Ticket.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Husker Nation, the countdown is on for the biggest women's basketball event of the year. PAC PBA, coming up January 24th. This year, we're heating things up with the Big Red Beach Party. Watch your Huskers take on Big Ten opponent Illinois, decked out in your best tropical gear, with a specialty tropical drink in hand, all inside Pinnacle Bank Arena. PAC PBA is your tropical getaway right here in Lincoln. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/PACPBA.
Welcome back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket. Calling all the action, here is Nick Sainert.
36-36 halftime between Omaha Westside and Lincoln Southwest. Nick Wyman back here in the 93.7 The Ticket studios. 36-36 between this big-time matchup in Class A boys basketball. Again, 36-36 between the Warriors and the Silverhawks. Nick Sander on the call. Nick Wyman back here in the studios. Let's take you around the world of sports on this Saturday, January 10th. We'll start in high school basketball. Girls basketball, Lincoln Pies at 10th, holding off Millard South 50-45 in that top 10 matchup. Elsewhere around the capital city, Gretna knocking off Lincoln Northwest in a low-scoring 39-21 matchup. Crete beating Scottsbluff in overtime, 46-39. Scott Catholic beating Elkhorn North, 57-48. And a couple other scores from the Class A ranks. As mentioned, Lincoln Northeast beat Omaha Benson 71-45. Westside earlier tonight at the Nest, beating Lincoln Southwest 51-42 in that also top 8 matchup in Class A girls basketball. Lincoln North Star beating Omaha Marion 50-39. And later tonight in the Nebraska girls basketball showcase, Gothenburg playing Kearney in that game. Elsewhere in boys basketball in Class B, Bennington beating Gehring 79-52. Scott Catholic beating Elkhorn North in that Class B clash 54-43. And around Class A, obviously the game we have right now with 36 all tie between Southwest and Westside. Other games around the capital city down at Creighton Prep. Creighton Prep leading the Navigators of Lincoln North Star 35-31. Lincoln East holding off Fremont 55-43. And then Lincoln Pies at 10th dropping a home game to Millard South 71-53. NFL wildcard weekend starting off today. The Rams, the Los Angeles Rams defeating the Carolina Panthers 34-31 earlier today. Matthew Stafford game-winning touchdown to Colby Parkinson, 19-yard touchdown with under a minute to play to give the Rams the win in advance to the divisional round. Elsewhere, one more NFL game tonight as the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears are playing their third game of the year against one another. This time in the wildcard round, the Green Bay Packers holding a 7-3 lead with 8:55 to go in the second quarter. Elsewhere in the NFL, tomorrow, 3 games on the slate with the Jags playing the Bills, the Eagles playing the 49ers, and the Chargers traveling to Gillette Stadium to take on the New England Patriots. The final game of wildcard weekend is on Monday night between the Pittsburgh Steelers hosting the Houston Texans. In men's college basketball, Nebraska, your top 10 Huskers getting a road win over Indiana earlier today to keep the Cornhuskers' undefeated season alive. Nebraska winning 83-77. Jamarcus Lawrence dropping a career high 27 points and adding 3 steals to his name. Also around the top 25 in college hoops, Texas and Alabama playing right now. Texas holding a 45-36 lead over the Crimson Tide. Texas Tech with under a minute and a half to go, beating Colorado 71-66. Michigan, number 2 Michigan, suffering their first loss of the season as the Wisconsin Badgers went to Ann Arbor and picked up a 91-88 win over the Wolverines. Duke picking up a home victory over SMU in a top 25 clash as the Blue Devils held off the Mustangs 82-75. Elsewhere in the NBA, only one final score at the moment. The Cavaliers defeating the Minnesota Timberwolves in a high-scoring 146-134 game. Other games going on, the Miami Heat are down to the Indiana Pacers 102-76. Pistons leading the Clippers 55-48. Celtics leading the Spurs 53-47. The Chicago Bulls holding an 8-point lead over the Mavericks 59-51. And one more NBA game set to tip off tonight between the Utah Jazz and the Charlotte Hornets. College football playoff championship is now decided as Ole Miss losing to Miami the other night in the Fiesta Bowl 31-27. Oregon losing to Indiana 56-22 as the Indiana Hoosiers and the Miami Hurricanes are set to clash in Miami on Monday, January 19th, as that is your 2026 national championship. Other scores of note that went around: Creighton returned home as they took on the St. John's Red Storm in a losing effort that saw the Creighton Blue Jays fall 90-73 to the Red Storm. As mentioned here on 93.7 The Ticket, we have a tie ball game after a 25-minute delay due to a crooked rim early in the first quarter. One of the longest first quarters probably ever in high school basketball in this state, I would say. So we're going to send it back to the nest as Lincoln Southwest and Omaha Westside in this top 5 clash in Class A boys basketball tied up 36-36. You can listen here on 90.7 The Ticket. Nick Stainer will be on the call for the rest of the game. Enjoy the second half.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Hey, this is Jay Foreman, the host of Old School, 3 to 6 p.m. here at 93.7 The Ticket. And one of my favorite things to do is come down and meet all the fans before and after as they cheer on our beloved Huskers.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, heating,
and electrical.
Welcome back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket. Calling all the action, here is Nick Sainert.
Welcome back in Lincoln Southwest High School, the site for the start of the second half, 36-36. We're all knotted up between Lincoln Southwest and Omaha West. Omaha Westside. Took a drink of water and I got to clear my throat. Live radio at its best. Put 8 minutes on the clock. We're ready to go. And Omaha Westside is going to start with the possession here at the start of the third quarter. London Dada been relatively quiet here in this one. He finds his teammate Donnie Barfield. Cross-court pass to Monte Brown for 3. That one tickled the twine and it falls. And it's now 39-36. Omaha Westside up by 3. Lincoln Southwest has yet to lead in this one for a significant amount of time, but they have been down by as many as 10. At one point, it was 12-2 early in this one after they initially trailed 7-0. Putting it back up, Kobe Kerr is finally bumped and fouled, trying to draw the whistle the entire time, and it's going to go on number 12, Will Preston. And they're trying to say that foul, Omaha Westside is trying to say that foul was on Monte Brown. Jim Simons is telling the officials right now, they're saying, hey, that foul, we'd rather have that be on our point guard than our big man. Call that on Monte Brown, please. And so I think they are going to have a conversation. They are going to have a conversation on who it's on. They initially called it on Will Preston. Will Preston, that would be his third if that was the case. We're going to see if they change it, though. Alex Baugh getting an explanation here. He doesn't seem too excited about the explanation. And Alex Baugh not happy. And so I think that is going to be – they are going to change who the foul was on. They're going to say it was on Monte Brown. So they give Will Preston just 2 fouls now instead of 3. And if you're Jim Simons, you're glad that your experienced post player does not pick up his third early in the third quarter. Both free throws, though, by Kobe Kerr, no good. 39-36 is where we stay. Donnie Barfield Jr., top of the key, left side now. Emery Geddick to Dada. Dada down low into the lane. Preston can't get it as the pass was off the shin of Preston. And Uzziah Sanders takes it away for Lincoln Southwest. Left side, Makai Sanders takes the screen by Kerr. Looking around, gives it to Mezger. Mezger to Dakari Wilson. Wilson, right side on the wing to Uzziah Sanders, who drained a three late in the second quarter. Nice dip off. Layup, no good. Too strong for Makai Sanders. He was beside himself that he missed that layup. Now on the right side to Barfield Jr. Barfield with it in the far corner. Onto the right block to Preston, working on Kobe Kerr. Spinning around. The double team comes. He kicks out Dada. Gets Wilson to fly by. The three-point attempt rattles out. Rebound tipped around. Preston corrals it, and Omaha Westside gets another crack at this possession. Here in the lane, Barfield reverse layup will not go. And Mezger finally clears the glass for Lincoln Southwest. Makai Sanders pushing the pace. A trailer. Mezger, three-point shot off front rim. And Dada corrals the miss. London Dada will bring it across the timeline. Gets picked up by Uzziah Sanders. Now to Donnie Barfield Jr. Top of the key. Near the logo is Monte Brown. Brown to Geddick. Back to Brown, who will reset the offense. Still 21 on the possession. 6:08 to go in the third quarter. A three-point Omaha Westside advantage. Passing it right side to the wing to Geddick. Now top of the key. That's Barfield. Now to Dada. Back to Geddick on the block. Left side, it's Preston. Trying to work on Kobe Kerr. He kicks it out. Three-point attempt on the way. No good off front iron for Monte Brown. The pass up the floor. Uzziah Sanders gets bumped, almost undercut. And Uzziah Sanders will slow it down. Mezger thought about popping the three, decided to pass it up. Uzziah Sanders will give it to Dakari Wilson with 5:35 to go in the third quarter. Back to Sanders. Now to Mezger, working left side. Makai Sanders to Kobe Kerr. Wide open trifecta attempt. It will not fall. And Dada clears the glass. London Dada running the show to Barfield. Takes the contact. Shot blocked by Kerr. Barfield is shocked there's no foul. Up the floor to Uzziah Sanders. Working on Monte Brown. Finishes from the left side of the rim. It's 39-38 with 5:09 to play in the third quarter. Omaha Westside up by one with the basketball. 5:03 to play, third quarter here in a matchup of 9-0, undefeated Lincoln Southwest and 10-2 Omaha Westside. Barfield back to Dada, top of the key, 18 on the possession. We're under 5 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Left side, Monte Brown, bounce pass inside. Here comes Preston, takes one dribble, cross-court pass Barfield. He'll drive baseline, takes 2 steps, finds Geddick on the doorstep, missed the bunny, and the rebound goes out of bounds, last touched by the Warriors. 39-38 your score, 4:39 to play in the third quarter. It is a 1-point advantage for Omaha Westside. Lincoln Southwest has the basketball, trying to stay perfect, unblemished here in 2026. They are 9-0. They come off of a 7-point win against Lincoln Southeast. Dakari Wilson cannot hit the three-point attempt from the top of the key. 4:23 to go as Omaha Westside going back the other way, working on offense. Makai Sanders trying to pick the pocket of Dada, unable to do so. Spinning around to Barfield. He'll try his luck at a three, and he's able to hit it. It's 42-38. Omaha Westside up by 4 with 4:05 to play in the third quarter. Still plenty of time for Lincoln Southwest. They were down by as many as 10 early on in this one. They trailed at 1 point, 12-2. Makai Sanders tries to beat Dada off the dribble, unable to do so. Good job by Dada defensively. Now to Uzziah Sanders. Sanders crosses through the legs, working on Monte Brown. The floater contested, hits back iron, hits the side of the rim, and does not go. Will Preston clears the glass. Here's Monte Brown, behind the back dribble, and we have a reach-in foul on Uzziah Sanders. They've been allowing Uzziah to work with one arm quite a bit, but that time in transition or on the way up the floor, Sanders gets whistled for that reach. 42-38. Omaha Westside up by 4 with the basketball. London Dada gives it to Barfield Jr. Donnie Barfield working on Dakari Wilson. Now to number 13. That is Kai Frederick into the game for Omaha Westside. Monte Brown working. 3 minutes, 18 seconds to play. Third quarter. 14 on the possession. Barfield just hit a three-pointer a moment ago. In the traffic. Gets the tough layup to fall with the foul. And Donnie Barfield Jr. continuing to lead the way for Omaha Westside as he goes to the line to shoot one shot. With Omaha Westside up 44-38, he can make it a 7-point advantage with a made free throw here. Donnie Barfield, free throw on the way. It's good. Perfect. 45-38, 3:14 to go. Lincoln Southwest trails quickly by 7 after it was just tied. 45-38, left side. Levante Crockett also into the game for Lincoln Southwest. Uzziah Sanders has it right now, working on the defender. Off the glass, a foul, and it is going to be 2 shots coming up for Uzziah Sanders with exactly 3 minutes on the game clock, and Lincoln Southwest trailing by 7. 45-38 your score. Uzziah Sanders was asking for a goaltend. He felt like maybe the backboard was hit. Uzziah Sanders barely grazed the front rim, though, on his first free throw attempt. It's no good. And so we stay put at 45-38. (45-38) your score. Nick Sainert with you from Lincoln Southwest High School. Nick Wyman back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. Nick at night, if you will. 45-39 after Uzziah Sanders goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. It's a 6-point differential. Omaha Westside with the lead. And we have an official's timeout because I do not think the clock officially started. They're going to say take another second off. They said that it did not start. Gotcha. So they said that it started a second too late. So there you go. 2:57 to go, third quarter, 45-39. Omaha Westside with the basketball. On the right side, Monte Brown. Brown dribbling left hand, working, floater in the lane, off the side of the rim, no good. And we have a foul on the rebound attempt. They're going to get Levante Crockett for a push. That is the second personal foul on Levante Crockett. And so a baseline inbound coming up underneath their own bucket for Omaha Westside. They get it into Barfield. 2:47 to play. Fresh shot clock as well. Fredericks to Barfield. Barfield in the near corner. Working on Creighton Meyer of Lincoln Southwest. They get it back out near the logo. Monte Brown to Dada. Dada to Geddick. Emery Geddick led Omaha Westside in scoring their last time out. Now a three-point attempt on the way. No good for Monte Brown. Offensive rebound. Dada put back is good. London Dada starting to make an imprint on this game in the third quarter here. 47-39. Omaha Westside up by 8. Micaiah Sanders working on Donnie Barfield. Fakes left, goes right. Floater in the lane, just a tad too strong. Bodies flying on the floor, and Omaha Westside collects the miss. Here comes Frederick, Kai Fredericks across the timeline. He'll reset things, giving it to a trailing Donnie Barfield. In traffic, it's triple team, and we have a foul called against Lincoln Southwest as Barfield hit the deck. And I believe they'll get a shooting foul. Donnie Barfield back to the line to shoot 2 shots, and if he can make both of them, it's going to be a double-digit game. 47-39. Omaha Westside out in front by 8 over Lincoln Southwest. 2 free throws pending for the 6'5" senior forward, Donnie Barfield Jr. First free throw, no good. (47-39), 1:56 to play, third quarter. One more free throw coming up for Donnie Barfield. Second one on its way. That one's also no good. Empty trip at the line, but a rebound fought for, finally controlled by Hudson Mezker and Lincoln Southwest. In transition, Lincoln Southwest does not have numbers. It does not matter. Uzziah Sanders gets the and one opportunity as he finished on the right side of the rim. He'll go to the line to shoot one more shot. 1:49 to go in the third quarter. You talk about a swing here. Well, it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here with the end of the quarter coming up in just a moment. But you talk about a swing. You have 2 free throws on that side with Donnie Barfield, who could have given it a 10-point advantage to Omaha Westside if he hits both. Instead, he goes 0 for 2. And then quickly, Lincoln Southwest might be able to make up 3 points here. And if that's the case, you're talking about a 5-point swing for this game as Uzziah Sanders at the line to shoot one out of the Alex Baugh 30-second timeout. 1 minute, 49 seconds to play in the third quarter. 47-41 is your score. We had a brief delay. I should say not brief, just a delay. Early in this one, just 2 minutes and 8 seconds into the game, we had a rim that got broke. It got bent on a putback slam by Donnie Barfield Jr. 47-41, one free throw coming up. Uzziah Sanders makes it a 5-point game, so a 5-point swing in the last 10 seconds. Here is on the inbound pass. We have a pocket picked by Micaiah Sanders, and immediately a reach and foul on Omaha Westside. So the pressure from Micaiah Sanders started to get to him. Jack Hawkins had the basketball ripped away from him and then committed a foul. Compounded issues. 47-42, Southwest inbounds it here. Uzziah Sanders crossover, elbow jumper. He gets it to go. Uzziah Sanders, 47-44, back to just a 3-point ball game. 90 seconds to play, third quarter. Hawkins with the basketball, working left side, picks up his dribble, throws it down low to Geddick. In traffic, gets bumped, no shot, but he is fouled. And it'll be a baseline inbound coming up for Omaha Westside. Now they did call it on the floor, in the shooting motion. So they're going to give Emory Geddick 2 shots. 47-44 your score. 1:26 to play, third quarter. The first free throw on the way for Geddick. It's good. And it's back to a 4-point lead for Omaha Westside. Creighton Meyer takes a seat as Kobe Kerr subs back in for Lincoln Southwest. 48-44 as Geddick at the line to shoot one more, and that free throw is perfect. 49-44, back to a 5-point differential. Omaha Westside out in front of Lincoln Southwest. Westside trying to hand the Silverhawks their first loss of the season. Uzziah Sanders working on Monte Brown. Spin move in the lane, floater. Uzziah Sanders making it look easy here in the late stages of the third quarter. It's 49-46. Here's Geddick. Geddick working on Kerr, picks up his dribble, gives it to Frederick. Frederick in the lane. Kai Frederick finishes with the left hand with a little bit of English on it, and it's back to a 5-point ball game. Less than 50 seconds to play, third quarter. 51-46. Micaiah Sanders working baseline. His jersey was held, and now a whistle and a foul is called on Monte Brown as the near sideline official was able to see that one. Monte Brown will pick up his second personal foul and go in line to shoot 2 shots. It'll be Micaiah Sanders. 51-46 your score. First free throw on the way. It's good for Sanders. Levante Crockett into the game for Lincoln Southwest. Hudson Mezger, Dakari Wilson, Micaiah Sanders, Kobe Kerr, and Crockett all out there for Lincoln Southwest. Free throw on the way for Sanders. It's also good. 51-48. Back to a 3-point ball game. Quick pass up the floor. 3-point attempt on the way. Jack Schaefer cannot connect. And the defensive rebound falls into the hands of Sanders. Micaiah Sanders for Lincoln Southwest, number 10. His brother Uzziah is number 2. They look identical. Here on the left side, Dakari Wilson near the logo. 24 seconds on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. About a 3-second differential. Left side, Micaiah Sanders with Lincoln Southwest trailing by 3 with the basketball here in the third quarter. As time ticks down, Dakari Wilson. Wilson back to Sanders. 7 on the possession. 5 on the possession. Now they go to work. Sanders in the lane, a whistle and a foul. I believe that'll put Lincoln Southwest in the bonus, though, and so 2 shots coming up for Micaiah Sanders. So Micaiah Sanders at the line to shoot 2. First one is good. 51-49. This was a tied ball game at halftime, 36-36. Here we're at 51-49 in favor of the Westside Warriors. The second free throw for Micaiah Sanders is up, and it is no good. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Geddick of Westside. The pass across the timeline. 2 on the shot on the game clock. Dada at the horn. It does not go. And at the end of quarter number 3, your score, Omaha Westside 51, Lincoln Southwest 49. Let's step aside, come back, start of the fourth quarter in 60 seconds here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Now back to fourth quarter action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Nick Sander back with you, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Appreciate you guys hanging out on your Saturday evening with us. Shaping up to be a good finish here, 51-49, Omaha Westside out in front by 2. Lincoln Southwest trying to stay undefeated. They come into this one 9-0 on the season. But with this one, Uzziah Sanders stops at the elbow for Lincoln Southwest. Gives it to Wilson. Wilson now drives baseline, spinning around, looking around, gets it to Kobe Kerr, working on Preston. Will Preston gets the block, gets a second block. Great job staying vertical by Will Preston. That should have been a travel. And here's Westside. Westside to Preston in the lane. The layup is good. Geddick threw that pass up the floor. He corralled the basketball because his teammate did not grab it, and it should have been a travel, but yet no whistle. Dakari Wilson trying to get baseline, loses the basketball, bodies on the floor, and they say that Dakari Wilson is out of bounds, and it'll go to Omaha Westside. But as I was saying, Omaha Westside has tried to pull away. They've been up by 12 earlier in the game, came back, and Lincoln Southwest tied it up eventually at halftime, 36 all. Then last quarter, at one point, Omaha Westside had a chance to make it a 10-point game, but missed 2 free throws, so it stayed at an 8-point differential. And then ultimately, Lincoln Southwest now trailed by 2 at the end of the third quarter. But now 53-49 with Dada in the lane, spin around, jumper, sinks it. London Dada, special talent on the left side, now pushing the pace. Here's Mackay Sanders answering quickly back to a 4-point game. Was catching Omaha Westside snapping. Now 3-point attempt on the way. Geddick will not get it to go. Here comes Dakari Wilson pushing the pace across the timeline. Wilson going right at Dada. Kicks it out. Uzziah Sanders to Mezger. He can pop anywhere. Right side, it's Mackay Sanders. 6.5 to play fourth quarter. Mackay Sanders working the screen, the pick and pop from Kobe Kerr. Missed it badly, and the rebound caroms out to Monte Brown. Here's Donnie Barfield Jr. Barfield Jr. in the lane, almost got it stripped. Puts up a contested shot, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Unless they call it on the floor. They've been a little back and forth here so far. It is going to be, I believe, on the floor. First team foul of the quarter on Lincoln Southwest. Third on Uzziah Sanders. So baseline inbound, Monte Brown will be the inbounder for Omaha Westside. They get it up top to Dada. Pass tipped away by Dakari Wilson and taken away by Lincoln Southwest. Up the left side we go. Mackay Sanders, spin move in the lane, out of control. Great dump off. Unable to haul it in was Kobe Kerr. Out of control on the shot. And now pocket almost picked. It's going to be Lincoln Southwest basketball as it was taken out of the hands of Monte Brown by Uzziah Sanders and last touched by the Warriors. 6:06 to go, fourth quarter. 55-51 your score. They'll inbound it. Kobe Kerr now to Uzziah Sanders near the logo. To Mezger. He'll fire that one from the left wing. Can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound. Kerr put back. No good, but Kerr will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. This place would have erupted if Kerr could have gotten that and one opportunity to fall. Instead, was just a tad shy on the layup attempt from the right side of the rim. And Kerr will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. As this place, other than outside of the 2, 4, 6 Omaha Westside fans, students, I should say, that showed up, this place is quiet. Kobe Kerr to attempt the free throw. First one on the way for Kobe is good. Second one for Kerr is also good. We have ourselves a 2-point game. 55-53, 5:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Monte Brown to Geddick. Geddick working on the smaller Sanders. Contested jumper. He gets it to go with the whistle. The turnaround was good with the foul on Uzziah Sanders. I believe that's number 4 on him. It is. Alex Baugh has a decision to make. Uzziah Sanders has 4. They're going to keep him in. Geddick's free throw. It's good. It's just like that. It's a 5-point ball game. Pass up the floor to Makai Sanders. Sanders to Dakari Wilson. Dakari Wilson with the basketball. He'll now back it out and reset things. To Mezger. Mezger went 4 for 6 last night from 3. He's hit 2 of them here this evening. Mezger to Uzziah Sanders. Sanders back to Mezger. Still 16 on the possession. Plenty of time. Left side Sanders. He'll drive in the center of the lane. Kick it out. Wilson. 3-pointer on the way. Off front iron. No good. And we have a foul called against Donnie Barfield Jr. and Omaha Westside. They're going to say that Barfield pushed Lincoln Southwest Uzziah Sanders in the back. And on the rebound attempt, Lincoln Southwest fresh 35. Uzziah Sanders with it, top of the key, hesitates on Geddick, working, stops at the block, gives it out to Mezger. Mezger back to Sanders on the right wing, working in front of the Silverhawks bench. Back to Micaiah Sanders, crosses over, spin move in the lane, Monty Brown, and he gets it over the top of Will Preston. Great move, Micaiah Sanders. It's a 3-point ball game, 58-55, with 4:56 to play in the fourth quarter. And we have a little bit of extracurricular away from the ball as they're going to get Hudson Mezger for getting tangled up with London Dada. As the third team foul on Lincoln Southwest, third personal on Hudson Mezger. Omaha Westside, fresh 35, 4 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the fourth. To the right side, Dada. Dada into the free throw line to Will Preston. Now Dada, fadeaway jumper, halfway in and out. But guess what? Donnie Barfield is there yet again to put back the slam. Nice job by Donnie Barfield Jr. Everybody was kind of hesitating, checking the rim to see if it broke this time. That rim stayed intact. Nice job by Donnie Barfield Jr. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside with them. We'll come back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Now back to fourth quarter action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back in. Lincoln Southwest High School, the site for this one tonight. Nick Sainert with you. Nick Wyman back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios in downtown Lincoln. 4 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Omaha Westside trying to hand Lincoln Southwest their first loss of the year. 60-55. Lincoln Southwest currently trails to Omaha Westside. 4 minutes and 37 seconds showing on the game clock. Uzziah Sanders, the lone Silverhawk, in trouble with 4 personal fouls. Makai Sanders has the basketball. And he hesitates in the lane, trying to scoop it underneath, unable to do so. And we have a foul called on Kobe Kerr on the defensive rebound. And quickly, that is foul number 4 on Lincoln Southwest here in the fourth quarter. Crockett will sub back in. So the 5 out there for Lincoln Southwest: Levante Crockett, Dakari Wilson, both Sanders brothers, and Kobe Kerr. Will Preston, London Dada, Emery Geddick, Monte Brown, and Donnie Barfield Jr. out there for Omaha Westside here in the final 4 minutes and 10 seconds of the ball game. Geddick has it at the top of the key, crosses over, gets a screen inside the free throw line by Preston. The turnaround jumper will not go. The putback try by Barfield does not fall. Third time is good for London Dada. Nice job by Dada as he was able to get that one to go on the third attempt on that possession. Wilson to Sanders. Pass fakes left in the corner. Uzziah to Mackay. Mackay pass fakes right. Now has it on the right wing. Mackay Sanders. Cross court to the left side. Uzziah Sanders drives baseline. Finds a cutting Wilson. And the bucket is easy on the doorstep at 62-57 with 3:35 to play in the fourth quarter. Lincoln Southwest needs a stop desperately on the defensive side of the floor. They also need to be able to corral the defensive rebound as Wilson almost got a steal. Instead, it's Preston for Omaha Westside. Just beyond the free throw line to Dada. Gets bumped by Crockett. Now Dada crossing over to Barfield. Barfield Jr. for 3. Just a tad too strong, but guess what? Another offensive rebound, and Dada is fouled on the putback. They might have gotten Uzziah Sanders with this one. If it is, that's number 5 on him. That is number 5 on Uzziah Sanders, and so his day is done. It was risky by Coach Alex Baugh to leave him in the game when he committed his 4th with 5 minutes left in the game, and it was still a one-possession ball game. But yet, he now fouls out, and Lincoln Southwest will have to play the final 3 minutes and 4 seconds without their leading scorer. Uzziah Sanders came into this one averaging 22 per game, and now Lincoln Southwest will be without it for the final 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Free throw on the way is rather no good by Dada. Fought for on the ground, and we have an official's timeout. They're going to call it a jump ball. So they're sorting it out. It was almost as if there was never a jump ball. They are going to call it a jump ball. 3:01 to go in the fourth quarter, 63-57 your score. Here, passing it, left side, Dada. Dada, elbow jumper off the glass. How about that? The bank is open. Here comes Lincoln Southwest. They need some points in a hurry. Three-pointer on the way. Kobe Kerr. Kobe Kerr gets it to go. Now on the left side, Monte Brown to Geddick. Geddick with it. And there's a foul on, I believe they're going to get the defender, Dakari Wilson, for this one. There's a lot going on here. And Omaha Westside, the beneficiaries of some quick whistles, but nonetheless, Emery Geddick at the line to shoot 2 shots as Omaha Westside is in the bonus. That was number 2 on Dakari Wilson. 65-60 is your score. Two minutes, 39 seconds to go. The first one on the way for Geddick is no good. Second one coming up for Emery Geddick. That one's also no good. Good box out by Kobe Kerr on Will Preston. Here comes Mackay Sanders pushing the pace. Lost possession, gets it back. Now Dakari Wilson with it on the right wing. 2.5 minutes to go in the ball game. It's a 5-point differential. Into Mackay Sanders at the elbow. Looking around. Gets to Mezger. Contested three. Rams out. No good. And the defensive rebound collected by Geddick and Omaha Westside. Here come the Warriors across the timeline. Omaha Westside with the basketball. Dada with the top of the key. Crossing over, passes left side to Geddick. Geddick down low to Preston. Preston working on Kobe Kerr. Kicks it out to Donnie Barfield Jr. Barfield to Monte Brown. Back to Jr. Ayer with it, driving left side. He stops, finds a cutting Preston. He can't hang on to the basketball, and he loses it out of bounds to Lincoln Southwest. But first, before the Silverhawks get the basketball, we have a timeout on the floor. Omaha Westside wants to talk things over. We will step aside 30 seconds and come right back.
Attention, Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join up and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard. Guard the good life.
Now back to fourth quarter action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Nick Sainert with you from Lincoln Southwest High School. Nick Wyman back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. Appreciate Nick for hanging on a little bit later than we expected. Obviously, this one had a 25-minute or so delay because of a bent rim that they had to replace the entire cylinder part. And they took it from another gymnasium here at Lincoln Southwest High School, so I had to take this one out, take that one off of the other bucket. So there's a basket right now at Lincoln Southwest that doesn't have a rim on it, just not in this gym, which matters the most. Here on the left side, Dakari Wilson with it. Kobe Kerr screens him right. Wilson kicks it to Makai Sanders. Sanders in the lane, gets bumped. His shot blocked. It's an offensive rebound for Lincoln Southwest. Creighton Meyer gives him another crack at it. Here's Wilson. Wilson, baseline, cross-court pass. Mezger thought about popping the tray. Instead, it's Wilson. Plenty of time for Lincoln Southwest. 14 on the possession. 5-point ball game. Lincoln Southwest going to work on offense. In the lane, Sanders out of control. The layup does not go. And the rebound is tipped to Monte Brown. Up the floor to Dada. Dada working on Dakari Wilson. Now to Dada. Back to Brown. Right side, Geddick. Geddick with it. Top of the key. Working on Creighton Meyer. The double comes. Now passes to Dada. Back to Emery. Emery to Donnie Barfield Jr. 1:07 to play in the ball game. 18 on the possession. Dada with the basketball. His pocket picked by Makai Sanders. That's the third steal of the night. Mezger, layup in the lane. Blocked by Barfield Jr. And how about that? We have a foul going the other way as Monte Brown got the defensive rebound. They are clamoring for a goaltend here at Lincoln Southwest High School. I did not think it touched the backboard first. Alex Baugh cannot believe that they missed it in his mind. A goaltend on the layup attempt by Mezger as it was blocked off of the glass. And with 56 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, Makai Sanders is still pleading his case. Alex Baugh frustrated on that Lincoln Southwest sideline. And 2 free throws coming up for Monte Brown. The first one on the way, no good. Second one for Monte Brown on the way. That one is good. It's a 6-point ball game. Hudson Mezger, Dakari Wilson, probably your 2 sharpshooters from 3 for Lincoln Southwest. Wilson pops up, drills the 3. Dakari Wilson. 50 seconds to go. A long 3 for Dakari Wilson draws Lincoln Southwest within 3. It's 66-63. Lincoln Southwest calls a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside, come back 30 seconds, and be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Now back to fourth quarter action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Man, Dakari Wilson answering the call when his team needed him. They were down by 6. He dribbles it across the timeline, fires from well beyond the three-point line. That's probably a shot that you feel like if you're going to come back in this one, you have to hit. If not, you were going to miss it, and you were going to play the foul game and hope for the best. But I just said that Hudson Mezger and Dakari Wilson are your 2 that you're watching. Lincoln Southwest does not have to foul. Dada has the basketball before the timeline, gets it across to Donnie Barfield Jr. Barfield to Geddick to Dada, to Monte Brown. Brown could have had a wide open three, decided to pass it up instead. Dada, 17 on the possession, 31 on the game clock. Now Donnie Barfield Jr., leading scorer tonight for Omaha Westside. Dada with it near the logo, backing down on the perimeter to Monte Brown. 4 on the possession, down low, Preston. Will Preston, floater, it's good. With 1 on the possession, the clock is still running. Here comes Makai Sanders, they got to go. Here to Wilson, left side, Creighton Meyer. It's out of control, the bodies are on the floor. Westside comes away with it. Barfield in the lane, misses the flush. Dada gets it back off the glass. It's no good. There's the horn. The game is over. Your final score, Omaha Westside 68, Lincoln Southwest 63. The perfect season is no longer, and Omaha Westside is able to avoid a revenge loss after defeating Lincoln Southwest in the first round of the state tournament last year. Lincoln Southwest had revenge on their minds, but it does not matter as Omaha Westside wins it by 5. We'll step aside, come back, put a bow on this one from Lincoln Southwest High School as Omaha Westside able to win it by 5 on the road here on 93.7 The Ticket.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins'. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Welcome back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket. Calling all the action, here is Nick Sainert.
Welcome back in, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert with you. Thanks to Nick Wyman back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios, pushing all the buttons, making sure we stay connected here from our studios in downtown Lincoln on your Saturday evening. A Saturday evening that was filled with, man, what a game. What a bizarre, unique game all the way from the jump. 2 minutes into this one, we had to have a delay in the action because of a crooked rim that needed to be replaced. And so a really nice job by Lincoln Southwest and Omaha Westside, able to get out of the funk of leaving and not being a part of action for about 25 minutes of real time. But then ultimately a nice job by Omaha Westside, and Lincoln Southwest started to settle in, just could never fully get back. Omaha Westside extended their lead close to double digits multiple times, and give credit to the Silverhawks. They kept it close, but unfortunately for Alex Baugh's squad, just unable to get over that mountaintop of taking the lead eventually for Lincoln Southwest. On top of that, when you look at Lincoln Southwest, that last 20 seconds or so after they allowed a Will Preston layup with 1 second on the shot clock, probably not the final 17 seconds that you draw up. I was surprised to see Makai Sanders bring it up the floor. Dakari Wilson wanted to get a shot off, unable to get it. He lost control of the ball, and then on the left side as well, it was kind of a fumble Ruski on the ground, and nice job by Monte Brown diving on the floor for Omaha Westside. He threw it up the floor to Donnie Barfield Jr., who passed it off near the doorstep to London Dada. Dada was actually fouled on the play, but the horn blew at the same time or pretty close to the same time, and they just signaled the end of the game for that one. So once again, Omaha Westside, they win it by a couple of points here. They are able to go home and be victorious over Lincoln Southwest. Coming up next for Lincoln Southwest, it'll be a matchup on January 13th, which is Tuesday, against Bellevue East on the road. Then next weekend they will travel to Lincoln Northeast for Omaha Westside, a rematch of the Class A state championship game from this last March, as they will face Papillion La Vista South next Friday night. That'll do it for us from Lincoln Southwest High School. Omaha Westside victorious over Lincoln Southwest on the road. The perfect season is no more. Lincoln Southwest falls to 9-1 on the campaign, as Omaha Westside is now 11-2. Nick Sainert saying so long. Thanks to Nick Wyman back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. We'll talk to you next week for high school basketball right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
Hog Wild has a delicious way for you to enjoy beef brisket. It's our open-faced hot beef sandwich. We start with our grilled Texas toast. Add a scoop of creamy mashed potatoes. Load them up with some tender Hog Wild beef brisket and top it off with our tasty brown gravy. It's absolutely delicious. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Hey, this is Jay Foreman, the host of Old School, 3 to 6 p.m. here at 93.7 The Ticket. And one of my favorite things to do is come down and meet all the fans before and after as they cheer on our beloved Huskers.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings, thanks to the all-new Delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any